on NBC Sports Radio.
Are you ready to jump in the ring? This is Pro Wrestling 24/7. Informative, opinionated, unparalleled Pro Wrestling Talk Radio. Online at ProWrestling247.com and NBC Sports Radio on demand. Now, your hosts, Nick Anthony and Harry the Boobs Bob.
Impact's redemption was taken over by Lucha Underground. Monday Night Raw and SmackDown were, as usual, Then there was the Greatest Royal Rumble. We got Click or No Click coming up in the program as well, a little bit later on. With the boobs, I'm Nick Anthony, Pro Wrestling 24/7. NBC Sports Radio, Ivan Ito, social media. What up, group? At the PW247 on Twitter, Pro Wrestling 24/7 Facebook group. 323-522-5582's telephone number. 323-522-5582. With the Greatest Royal Rumble over from Saudi Arabia for the WWE, let's not talk about what happened at the event, but let's talk about what didn't happen. Let's talk about what every other wrestling journalist refused to bring up for the most part. Only a handful brought it up, boobs. Only a handful brought it up, and that's sickening. Good or how bad they were or were not. Let's not talk about how every championship was on the line there at GRR, except for the women's titles from Raw and SmackDown. Hell, the women weren't even allowed in the country. They weren't even there. The event from a company for the better part of 2 years or so had been promoting a women's revolution or evolution in wrestling. Yeah, some evolution, right? Just started driving. They just were granted privileges to drive. Let's celebrate the women's evolution in this part of the world. Let's go to this country where women at this event, and these aren't my words, but quote, end quote. Then we get these BS remarks from the WWE like we can't dictate change from another country. Stop it. We all know what's going on and what happened here, don't we? And for you wrestling fans with your head so far up WWE's ass and agree on what they feed you day in and day out, then you're just as much a problem as they have been. Or have become. They want us to suspend disbelief within their wrestling product, but then throw us into the world of civil and gender and every other rights that's been violated. This country fails for their citizens. Oh, but that's okay. Let's look away. Let's suspend disbelief here. We're used to it, right? Oh, and there's a ton of you. There's a ton of you that are sucking it up and just going along with whatever the WWE tells you. And they feed you this damn propaganda from the House of Saud that we seen at GRR. It was sickening, dude. Oh, let's suspend disbelief, though. And listen. We all know what this was all about, right? We all know what this was all about. We all know it was about the money. What does Vince McMahon say? The money. And we all know it was more importantly for Vince. Because what I'm reading and understanding is he personally got millions from the deal. It was a way to get money. And you want my personal opinion, dude? My personal opinion, it was for Vince McMahon to get back some of the money that he invested into that damn football league. That's my personal opinion on that. And listen. He got a portion of it back by putting on this show and that 10-year contract that they got going on with the House of Saudi Arabia. He got millions. I mean, why wouldn't a company do it? Why wouldn't he do it? And think about this. Think about this, Facebook group. Linda McMahon. In our damn government, our national government, to go along with Vince McMahon and the WWE, a company that she helped found, or, her father-in-law. Nonetheless, how in the hell could she go along with this? Even if she wanted to go to the greatest Royal Rumble, they didn't let her go. Stephanie wasn't there. The knockouts weren't there. And that's a huge problem. How in the hell would or can she be for what the company did for its quote-unquote independent contractors? And by the way, that may be going by the wayside pretty soon. We'll get into that a little later on. Deadspin.com, boobs. Deadspin.com wrote an article. It said earlier this year, the WWE and the Saudi Arabia government struck a 10-year deal. The contract included an event that we saw last Friday dubbed Greatest Royal Rumble, which included every, or nearly every men's WWE title up for grabs and a 50-man Royal Rumble heading up the card. It was planked of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's attempt to, quote-unquote, modernize the country and part of WWE's attempt to make as much money as possible. True. The most depressing part of the show was the amount of Saudi propaganda sprinkled throughout the program. WWE has never been able to be subtle, and Michael Cole and the announcing crew spent the entire card talking up Mohammed bin Salman, who is far from progressive reformer he makes himself out to be, and the great Saud government. The article continues by saying the show was essentially a 5-hour propaganda tribute to the House of Saud. Since this was an event in Saudi Arabia, women wrestlers didn't appear on the card. Women fans were only allowed to attend with the male guardian. Listen to this. Triple H, WWE wrestler turned executive. We all know who he is. He told The Independent. You listening? Mm-hmm. He told the Independent that you can't dictate to a country or a religion about how they handle things. But having said that, WWE is at the forefront of a women's evolution in the world, and what you can't do is affect change anywhere by standing away from it. Wait, what? Maybe I read that wrong. Let me read it again. You listening to me? Triple H said that the WWE is at the forefront of a women's revolution or evolution in the world. So I guess he's saying that Saudi Arabia isn't a part of the world? Because if the WWE is in the forefront of a women's evolution in the world, that includes Saudi Arabia. But the damn women can't perform at the show. So how in the hell are you in the forefront of a women's revolution or evolution? BS comment from Triple H, from Paul, from the WWE. WWE is at the forefront of a women's evolution in the world, and what you can't do is affect change anywhere by staying away from it. Now, dude, Paul said we can't dictate to a country or religion about how they handle things, but having said that, WWE is at the forefront of this damn women's revolution. We can't affect change, he says, anywhere by staying away from it. No, you can't. You can't affect change anywhere by staying away from it. I agree with that. But certainly awarding the House of Saud, and that's exactly what they did. They rewarded them. You awarded the behavior by granting entertainment and acknowledging the practices when you supposed to be at this worldwide women's evolution. It's a complete contradiction of what you're doing and what WWE stands for. No matter how you spin it and how your propaganda on the GRR, however you want to spin it, it's a contradiction. It's hypocritical. Let me ask you something. Let's say the Sauds refuse black guys, or white guys, or Canadians. Is that okay? Hell no, it ain't okay. I'll answer it for you. It ain't okay. It's dumb, right? They said no women. And poor Sami Zayn. poor Sami Zayn, dude. What a load. What a complete load. And listen, I get it. It's their religion, their beliefs, and blah, 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 blah. Whatever. It's not that I'm judging. Yeah, hell, I'm a Christian, and the Crusades, the Crusaders, shoot. they had issues back. Hey, dude, come on. You know. So I'm not judging the religion at all. Who I'm going after, who I have a problem with, is WWE accepting it, awarding, rewarding, whatever you want to say, and accepting money for it. They sold out. They entertained the thought and rewarded this ideology that is so outdated and segregating, and they did it all for a damn buck. (323-522-5582) at the PW247 on Twitter. Facebook group Pro Wrestling 247. That's that. Your thoughts and opinions on GRR. But we're not talking about the damn matches. I don't care about the matches. We all saw the matches. You want to talk about that? Go to the wrestling show on Blog Talk. I don't give a crap. Sure.
To the Saudi royal family. Shame on them for setting back the women's evolution or revolution in professional wrestling. Shame on you, Vince McMahon, for not. This is the man who's supposed to have grapefruits of steel. Dude, you got little teeny fucking quail egg balls, dude. You can't stand up to a multi-billion-dollar government and say, hey, no, that ain't how we do business. We're Americans. We believe in equality for all. It's bullshit. It's bullshit when talent the likes of Charlotte are not highlighted, when you don't get to see Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, when these women are prevented from showing the world what they can do inside of a ring on a stage like that. That is bullshit. Every answer, everything Triple H said is bullshit. You're absolutely right, Nick. It is about money. What they did to Sami Zayn, from all reports, Sami didn't go because the Saudis have a problem with the Syrians, and Sami is of Syrian descent. It's bullshit. The last time I checked, we've been in a war since 2001 against Islam. That religious doctrine, not belief, doctrine, that says women are inferior to men, and it's okay to lop off somebody's head if you disagree with them. That teaches people that when there's only one of you, you befriend those around you. But when you outnumber those around you, you attack and take them out because they don't believe what the hell you believe. If WWE, in all the great stuff, and you and I have touted this women's revolution and how great the talent has become and how great it is to see the women being highlighted, finally given the opportunity to show that they can go out there and perform at the same exact level as the men do in WWE. And they have to take a back seat on the bus. And yes, that's what it is, people. It's the same damn thing. It's discrimination against the female. And I'll be damned, Nick, you talk about your mom to me outside the show all the time. Your mom is a very strong woman. Your mom wouldn't appreciate that kind of garbage going on. I don't know why people like Charlotte and Becky and all the women on the roster over there aren't up in arms about it. I would be furious. I would be mad as hell. You're going to kowtow to the Saudi royal family so that you can line your coffers with money, maybe recoup some of the $10 million you invested in the XFL, which is probably going to fail again. It's pathetic, and it shows a lack of commitment on the part of WWE to the women in that company. They'd be better off going and working for Shimmer. At least they'd have a company that appreciates women's wrestling and does it right.
That's a good point you bring up. What does it say to the WWE women's division when the management says, okay, we're going to take the money from Saudi Arabia, but you guys can't come? We'll pay you as though you were there, but you guys can't come. What does that tell the talent there? Doesn't it say that there's no real evolution or revolution that's going on? And speaking of, Sami Zayn, a couple of years back when WWE did do a show in Saudi Arabia, Sami was there. Now he's not. How is that moving forward? How is that being in the forefront? How is that progressing? There's no damn progression.
Opposite of progression. It's backtrack.
Oh, we got to suspend disbelief, though, boobs. That's what we got to do. That's the WWE's motto. Suspend disbelief. Let's do that. It's then, now, forever, and suspend disbelief. No women.
I'll suspend disbelief when I'm sitting at a live show and I'm not having to, I don't have to look at the product like the way that we have to look at it and analyze the product, and we have to pay attention to what they're doing in the news. You know, what happens on TV is one thing, but what you do outside of that realm of entertainment with your company affects a lot of people. It affects the way people view things in life. The fans of WWE are affected. Would you agree that they do tend to step in?
Honestly, I don't know. Wrestling fans, for the most part, are WWE fans. They go along with whatever the WWE puts forth. Like I brought up in the opening. Most wrestling journalists they don't star bullcrap. Didn't even hit on the end.
because they're afraid of not being able to get anything, being able to get those free tickets to events and get backstage at WrestleMania and get all the little perks that you get when you claim that you're a journalist, because you're not. You're a highfalutin fan that goes on the internet and expresses their opinion. You don't sit back and look at that product and you're not critical of it. If you're kissing Vince's tuchus, you are very biased toward the product. And we see that all the damn time. Man, this is real. For me, it's pathetic because I watched, there was a women's match on SmackDown that was awesome. It was the main event.
Yeah. And you know why they did that?
Because they didn't take him to Saudi Arabia.
323-522-5582 at the PW247 Twitter, Facebook, Pro Wrestling 247 is the group. Let's go to the group. C. Renee Norton Smith, Boobs. He writes, why couldn't the female superstars been paired off as managers of the male superstars and been covered with this garb that is in the, in the photo that he wrote up there? The female superstars could have participated wearing the traditional garb with no makeup and black wrestling boots. That way, they could have maintained their pride of earning their checks. But no, they didn't have to wrestle. They could have been paired with male superstars as their managers for the night, just accompany them to the ring wearing the garb. I don't know about that. I don't think I would have wanted to see that either, though. That doesn't help the situation. That's just basically saying, hey, we acknowledge that you're here, but still, we don't want to see you. Right?
Degrading of those women who have earned that spot. Don't you feel that's degrading?
It is. You're here, but we don't want to see you. That's our women's revolution. You can be here. You can ride on a bus. It's got to be in the back, though. You mother fathers. Joey Idol. With WWE pushing the women's movement so hard, they shouldn't even bother to have a pay-per-view in a barbaric country that gives women no rights. True, Joey. Zabusa Kimbachi, or Flamethrower. He changes his names like he changes his underwear. I'm not sure where, but I remember reading that Saudi Arabia didn't want any women on the show, period. Not just in the ring, but any capacity. Even Steph couldn't go. True, they weren't there. They weren't there, Flame.
A stockholder in this company could not attend.
Steph wasn't there. The Divas weren't there. Somebody, I was reading Twitter. I think it was Sasha. It could have been Bliss. I don't know who it was. They were working out and watching the show in the gym, training, because they couldn't be there. Shaki Morocco. I'm surprised the hairy, underarmed, feminist, liberal lesbians haven't made a louder rocket. Thank you, Shaki. Leave it to Shaki to say something stupid. Michael Bob. I just think it's a hypocritical of a company set on family values, totally ignoring women. True, Mr. Bob? Chris, that guy Chambers, wrote, it's not hypocritical at all. WWE is just broadening the scope of business and trying to reach other cultures. Some cultures you have to adhere to their rules and customs. No, you don't. Don't go. You don't have to adhere to anything, especially if it's against your beliefs. And don't give us no BS response or remark or try to justify you going over there by saying we're on the forefront and we can't dictate change by standing by and not going. That's BS.
Dictating change, making them let the women be on the card?
Yes!
Dictating change?
Yes!
That would be the right thing to do. Hey, no.
This is what go ahead.
First of all, we're going to put on one of our signature matches for you.
And,
it traditionally means the winner walks away with a title shot at our big event.
They should have put that. They should have put that Mae Young classic Royal Rumble in, and that would have sparked some change.
And then for the WWE to sit back, for Hunter to sit there in negotiations, and Vince to sit there in negotiations and okay this. to sign off. Okay, not a problem. No women allowed. Not, okay. We don't want to offend you, and we don't want to go against your religious doctrine. Although, we're trying to bring our company into the 21st century and we've really spent a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of effort in building our women up to be superstars, not.
Let me finish what this guy Chris was saying, dude. Chris, that guy Chambers, he said, it's not hypocritical at all. WWE is just broadening the scope of business and trying to reach other cultures. Some cultures you have to adhere to their rules and customs. He goes on by saying, it's not hypocritical, especially when women main event at Royal Rumble and the Monday night prior to GRR. So, and? What are you saying, Chris? I don't understand. What's one have to do with the other? So the WWE here in the States, they'll go by, women's evolution, but around the world, they can care less?
The Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble match.
The Royal Rumble match.
Not the women's Royal Rumble match. The men's Royal Rumble match was the main damn event. So, Mr. Chambers, like it or not, I know you're in our group, and if I offend you, so be it. Get your facts straight before you start preaching gospel in our group, bro. Because the main event was the Royal Rumble. Period. And the reason the women main evented a Monday Night Raw before the GRR, the GRR, as I'm going to refer to it from now on.
The GRR.
Maybe because the women's angle on Monday Night Raw is much more compelling and interesting than listening to Roman Reigns whine and complain about Brock Lesnar not being there that night. Okay? Maybe that's just more of an interesting story to the fans. Maybe not to you, but probably most of the fans were interested in the story moving forward from that night.
So what if the women main event at Royal Rumble? Well, he said they which we know wasn't true. They didn't main event the Royal Rumble.
Isn't it? It's the Royal Rumble. The real Royal Rumble, not the GRR.
The GRR.
GRR. That's what you want to go GRR. Why?
It's not hypocritical at all, especially where women main event at Royal Rumble on Monday night prior to the GRR. All right.
Of a hypocritical statement?
It absolutely is. It absolutely is.
Chris, come on. Come on. If it weren't for women, where would we be?
323-522-5582 is the telephone number. 323-522-5582. At the PW247, ProWrestling247.com. And for one thing I really don't understand, how Vince would even allow it, because with Linda McMahon being in the cabinet of the administration here in our government, for her to go along with it. What are you looking? Okay, hold on. Vlad just walked in the studio. Vladimir Lewis, son, what mic are you on?
I'm on this one.
Which one is that?
Two.
Okay, cool. No, that's three. That's three.
Money. What's
what
wrong
up,
with you?
No, we already brought that up.
Exactly.
Okay, hold on before you get shot out of the cannon like a lunatic.
What's wrong with you?
Wait, hold on before you get shot out of the cannon. Like I said, we know it's about money. That's not the issue, though.
What's the issue?
The issue is it's not right.
What do you mean it's not right?
We know we know it's a business. We know they're in the business of making money.
Exactly.
But okay, but they're also on a women's evolution, a revolution. Is it not contradicting? Is it not hypocritical?
No, the women got paid too.
Yeah, they weren't there.
And they'll set it up. They'll set it up. Okay.
They set it up on Tuesday when they had a main event with Asuka.
They'll set it up.
Go ahead.
They'll set it up. They're trying to work with the country. Listen, you can't go
They're
to work.
trying to work with the country?
Yeah.
How are they trying to work with the country?
So that in the future,
you better start making sense. Or
in the future, when they do have events, that women will be able to wrestle. You're not going to be able to.
Okay, hold
You're
your
not
thought.
going to. Hold on. You talked a little too much. Hold on. You're not going to change the government. You're not going to change the government.
Okay.
So then, therefore, they're not going to change the government. So wait a minute. You're going to tell. So wait a minute. You're going to tell the WWE? No, WWE. You can't go and make that amount of money.
Go ahead.
Because the government doesn't look at women a certain way, and wouldn't want to see women wrestle.
You made your point.
Get out of here. That's crazy.
Listen,
man, please. You
we're
know the
not trying-
pyrotechnics they got?
We're not trying to change their religion. Nobody cares
Everybody
about
got fireworks when they were coming out.
Okay,
That was because of the Prince.
Okay.
We already know WWE cutting on the money. That's why there's no pyrotechnics in any of the Raws or
Yeah,
anything
they
like
need
that.
the money. We know they need the money.
Yeah, but the Saudi
Vince
Arabian
McMahon-
Prince was going to pay the
because
money.
Vince McMahon-
Everybody that came out got fireworks.
That's
that moolah, baby. Everybody got fireworks.
Listen.
Hornswoggle got fireworks.
Horseman's not even the company. But listen, I'm turning you down because you're not listening. We're not trying to change their religion, dude.
So then what are you trying to change?
I turned you down. Nobody's can hear you. That we not trying to change their religion. The problem is WWE's on this kick for women's revolution. That's the problem.
And
that's the problem. There's no more and.
And during World War II and how stars
put me on.
lost out on the
Put
money.
me on.
Okay, let me ask you
Nobody
this.
cares about World War II. Listen,
Let me
all
ask
right?
you that. No. I agree with the boobs on this one. Dude,
Ain't
listen to
nobody
this.
caring about no
Listen
World
to
War
this.
II, man.
Well,
Go
hold on,
get
hold
out of here
on.
with
I'm
this
gonna
old
turn you off
historic
again, man.
references.
You gotta listen. Listen to this. What if it was a black dude? What if it was a Canadian? Would you have a problem with that?
Clearly,
No.
what's his name?
Yes
Wait
or
a
no?
minute.
I'm gonna turn
What's
you
his
off
name?
unless you
What's
answer
his
yes or
name?
no.
What's his name?
Unless you answer yes or no, I'm gonna turn you
No,
off.
I wouldn't have a problem. That's the government. That's the government. I'm not. Well,
So,
I'm gonna knock them.
you want your company, you would want a company that you working for, or quote unquote independent contractor.
If I'm getting paid for it, yeah. Because listen, the women got paid, even though they didn't appear. They got paid.
Yeah, you're.
No, they're not under contract because let me tell you
They're
something.
under contract.
They're under contract, but they're under contract, but they weren't under contract for this event, were they?
No, they weren't.
Exactly, but they got paid for that event.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Because the
That doesn't make it
WWE
right,
was
though.
like, wait a minute.
The WWE, okay,
They worked out a deal.
Is that the definition of selling out?
That ain't a definition of selling out.
What's the definition of selling out?
That ain't a definition.
What is the definition
That's
of
the
selling
definition
out?
of getting that bag.
You're such a moron.
Getting that bag.
Like,
What are you
get
talking
out.
about?
Get out.
What are you talking about?
Get out.
I'm supposed to lose money.
Are you done?
I'm supposed to lose money?
You're
Get outta
completely
here.
wrong on this.
No, not completely wrong.
So you would be
it's
okay.
an opinion.
You would be okay
It's
if
an
it was a
opinion.
black dude.
It's an opinion. That's
You
all.
would be completely okay if it was.
If they were going there, and they was like, look, we want to enter that market. We're getting a lot of traction in that market. Yeah, I would go. I would say, okay, why?
You would be okay.
I can't knock Vince for doing that.
You would be okay if it was a black dude.
What? If it was a black dude, what?
Who couldn't show up at the house in Saudi Arabia to do this?
If that was their, yeah. If that's their religion and they want to go in there, yeah.
And yet the company that you're independent contractor.
They went to India. India don't have a lot of rules. India made the women wear. Did the women dress up in their original wrestling gear? No, they had to wear different type of garments so that they don't show any skin.
Well, they didn't even do that.
Okay. They had to do that. So obviously they're trying to enter the market and they're trying to bridge a gap to that.
That's bridging.
That's bridging a gap. You could bridge a gap.
Market.
You could bridge a gap. So what if next year they go to Saudi Arabia and the women are able to wrestle?
Hold on,
Wouldn't
Vlad.
the original
Hold on,
year?
Vlad.
Wouldn't what they did in the first year?
Hold on,
You're looking
Vlad.
at it like they're not trying to set some kind of traction.
The
Come on, man.
Last time they were there, Sami Zayn was there. He wasn't there this year. There's no.
Sami Zayn, because that country don't like Syrians. Sami's part Syrian.
Stop. You're making a fool of yourself.
I'm not making a fool. You got to speak the facts.
You're making.
If you're
a fool
gonna
of
speak the
yourself.
facts, speak the facts.
We are speaking
I don't really
the facts.
care. It's an
We
opinion.
We're absolutely. Your opinions are
And
wrong.
I'm giving you facts. No, my opinion's not wrong.
Your
My
opinions
opinion's
are
not wrong.
absolutely wrong.
Because WWE clearly WWE agree with my opinion because they want to get that bag,
Vlad,
and everybody got paid.
All right, you're completely going.
Everybody got paid.
Go
I
ahead,
don't see
Boots.
it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
What's going to happen is after this show, you're going to leave your job tonight, and all those liberal lesbians that Joe Palumbo spoke about are going to be out there waiting on you. Because you are dead wrong.
Well, they need some dick.
WWE has a presence in that country. They made a huge deal of it when they launched the network in that country so people can buy the WWE network. What do? Censor every damn pay-per-view so there's no women being seen?
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Boobs. Vlad, you're way off.
I am not way off. How am I
You're gonna
way
have a heart
off?
attack. That's number one.
How am I way off? How am I way off?
You're way off.
Why am I way off?
Because this company is segregating men and women. That's number one. And then
How are they segregating men and women? How?
Are you hearing what you're
How are
saying?
they segregating men and women?
The women weren't there.
Because where were they going? Where were they going?
What do you mean, where were they going?
Where were they going?
What do you mean, where are they going?
Where were they going? Where did that event happen?
Saudi Arabia.
What's the rules in that government?
No women. The women cannot. No, it's not. It's.
What's the rules? What's the rules?
Hold on, Boobs is saying something.
Prejudicial religion toward women, toward people of color. It is a prejudicial religion toward
Mark Henry was there.
People out there.
Titus O'Neil was there.
The lesbians. Islam hates anyone that doesn't believe and kowtow to what they believe, and I know for a fact because I've read the damn Quran.
All right. Well, we don't want to say all that, Boobs.
Well, I saw Mark Henry there. I saw Titus O'Neil there.
Yeah, they were there, but that's not the issue. That's not the issue.
Then.
The issue is the women weren't there. That is the problem.
I don't.
It's completely segregating. And yes, the law.
If you know where you're going, I'm saying this. It's not like they were going. No. You're acting like the WWE didn't know where they were going.
We know they knew.
So if they knew where they were going and they knew what's up and they knew what they were going to get into and they still went into it, you can't knock them for it.
All right.
And especially,
you made your point.
What are the women? Okay, what are the women upset about? Because they didn't get paid, or the women upset because they didn't get a chance to wrestle? Let me know what's that.
I don't know what the hell they're upset about.
Because if it was the payment factor, I can understand that. Because if the guys are going there and they're getting an extra boost, I can understand that. But the women got paid.
You're completely missing
the women got paid. They got paid.
You're completely missing the argument.
I'm not missing you. You're trying to say, the WWE with the women's revolution, and they're gonna thinking about putting women main event in WrestleMania 35 because it's all about. Yeah, we get that.
Are you done?
We get that. We understand that. And I even said last week when I mentioned it would have been good if the WWE put up all women's pay-per-view just to do something to counter what's going on in Saudi Arabia.
I'm turning you down because you're not listening.
But come on, I'm not knocking. I'm not gonna knock them for getting that bag.
I said if you're gonna have a conversation,
I'm not gonna knock them for getting that bag.
Your mic's not even on. You're talking.
I know your mic's on. You can hear me. As long as the mic, come on, man. You're talking to a board up here, baby. Yeah, I know what's going on.
Listen. Okay, let's have a conversation, right? That means you talk, I talk, Boobs talk, we all talk. Not screaming over each other.
As long as I'm not hearing shit from stuff from like Civil War or World War I.
You're not listening though.
I don't want to hear no historic reference like that.
You gotta listen.
Go ahead.
WWE's on the women's revolution. That's number one, right? Yes or no? WWE's in the women's evolution,
yes.
Where they just like the
evolution,
constipation. I don't know. Listen. The WWE is on this kick, right? Stop it! Now you're gonna make me laugh.
Go ahead.
Okay, stop it.
No.
They're on this whole kick,
right?
To say that they did the whole thing with the anti-bullying, the same thing when guys were bullying still in the WWE, JBL bullying whoever he bullied, and they were on this anti-bullying case. Okay, so if they say we're on this women's evolution, right?
Right.
And then sign a deal to a country where their law, which we're not saying that their law is wrong or right, we don't. Who cares what their law is? That's them.
Right.
I understand that.
Right.
Who cares?
Right.
That's them. They want that. Let their women fight their own damn battle, like we did here in this damn country. Right. Listen. The problem is WWE accepting it and saying, "Hey, we're basically going to award you or reward you this entertainment, our show." Give it to you and acknowledge that you guys have these beliefs that our women can't wrestle. That's a problem. That's basically saying we don't give two you-know-what about women wrestling. We don't care. We'll just pay them to shut up. Shut up! You don't have to wrestle. We'll pay you. Shut up. Don't say anything. And that's complete BS, dude. And it's complete segregation. If it was a black dude, if it was a gay dude, if it was a Canadian, it would be complete. No, stop. I'm not done. If it was those groups of people, it would not be an issue, would it? Or yes? Please tell me it would be.
It would still be the same thing.
Please tell me it would be.
I know where the hell I'm going to.
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
The problem is not the country. Are you not hearing that? Do you have a brain?
No, listen.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
If I know that I'm going to Japan, right? And I know that the Japanese have certain laws and certain regulations, but I still want to wrestle in Japan.
It's not the country.
I still want to wrestle. I still want to wrestle in Japan.
Attention.
What are you talking about?
It's not the country where we're going after.
So then what is it then?
I don't care about the rules and the laws and the
ordinances. It's got to be that because
WWE acknowledging.
Because if WWE wasn't going to Saudi Arabia, this would not be a problem, correct? Because if they
didn't go, we didn't want them to go. If they have
then it is the country.
Are you
telling me that?
right.
Because if they were,
Get out.
When they go to Canada, there's no problem, correct?
Get out.
Why? Because Canadian laws are Canadian laws.
You're not paying attention.
What are you talking about? If they were going, time out. If they were going anywhere else, that would not be a problem, correct? The women would be able to wrestle.
Not if they have a women's evolution or non-women's
If they went to any country other than that country, there would not be a problem. The women would have been able to travel with the men.
Of course. As far as I know. Wait, hold on.
So then, the obvious problem was that the WWE.
Vlad is trying to make a point.
The obvious problem is the WWE. What you're trying to say is that they went for the money. They went for the money.
They went for the money
instead of the moral. The moral decision.
Exactly.
Get that bag.
Not only
get the bag.
Isn't that selling out? That's not necessarily.
If they giving me $100 million, I'm taking that bag.
All right, that doesn't.
I'm taking that bag.
That doesn't mean it's right, though, right?
There's a lot of things that's not right. There's a lot of things that's not right.
Then they should drop the whole women's evolution angle too. What shouldn't they?
They should. They should. Maybe they should. Maybe they don't got to start with the women's
You're
evolution.
agreeing with us.
Maybe they should.
I'm agreeing
with the fact they should always get the bag. If somebody's willing, let me tell you this.
All right, real quick.
Did you see the event?
Hold on,
you see the event? You saw the event, right?
Of course, I saw the event. Yes.
Let me ask you this. When did you last time you saw an event like this thrown by the WWE?
A house show?
Like a house show of that. Dude, everything, they didn't, I don't think they did. I don't think they spent any money.
No, they didn't. Okay,
they did. Everything was. That's what I'm saying.
I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Vince was just all about the bag, and I don't knock him for that.
That doesn't make it right.
I don't knock him for that.
Boobs, go ahead, dude.
Yeah, what if the city of Montgomery, Alabama would have just paid off Rosa Parks? How about that?
Vlad?
Yeah, she would have taken it.
Vlad?
And if she took it, I wouldn't be bothered. I wouldn't be mad at her.
You're such an
If she took it, I wouldn't be mad at her.
Who are you, Kanye?
I wouldn't be mad at her.
Who are you, Kanye?
Yeah, my album's coming out, so I gotta say some crazy stuff.
Get out of here.
Come on, please.
Can I get some Yeezys?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want some Yeezys? I get you some Yeezys. Please. You know what I mean? Get out of here with this. Look, get the bag.
Yeah, okay.
Get that bag.
They got it. They got it.
And they got it, and they're gonna be back again probably next year.
Well, they got a 10-year contract. Go ahead, Boobs.
Woo, that's beautiful.
First off, Vlad, this is my show, and if I want to make a historical reference to prove a point, I will do such a thing.
Oh, put me on. You're on. And by the way,
okay. We won't go there.
No, we are gonna go there.
Okay, stop.
When you call people, you don't work for NBC Sports Radio. Stop. Put me back on. You don't work for NBC Sports Radio. Okay. So when you call people, don't start saying that you work for a company you don't.
We're not gonna go there.
All right?
We're not. Okay.
So
very
you don't
heated,
go there.
Very
heated. You don't go there.
Stop it. We're very heated conversation over WWE going to Saudi Arabia.
Call TNA one time and ask a good question.
Stop it already. Stop. That's not called for it.
Don't go there with me, man.
That's not called for it.
Don't go there with me.
All right.
Your wrestling career is basically on NBC Sports Radio is in my hands.
Stop it.
You don't work for nothing. You don't get paid.
All right.
You're lucky to get 2 cans of tuna. Get out of here.
Vlad. All right, Vlad. Go. Get out.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out.
You keep the show nothing.
Stop it.
You're lucky to stay afloat yourself.
This is all over WWE Saudi Arabia women's evolution. 323-522-5582 is the telephone number. 323-522-5582 is the telephone. At PW2 at the PW247 on Twitter and for everybody just calm down. This is gonna go to summer fights, I'm pretty sure. Call it fight night or something like that. All right, just calm down. Everybody just calm down. Everybody's cool. Get some water. Is this your water right here?
I'm cool, baby. I'm cool, man.
Get a sip.
I'm Fonzarelli cool.
All right. Everybody just calm down. Right. Everybody's making good points. Everyone's making good points.
Get the bag, man. Get that bag.
I think they sold out.
Get the bag.
Okay, the businesses are in they're technically in business.
Think about it. Think about it. Look what they've done. Look at the traveling that they did. They obviously are going for the foreign market. Look at all the traveling they've done
in the foreign market.
No, but I'm saying, after WrestleMania, they went to WrestleMania. right?
Yeah.
They went to another country, came back to the States,
They already
went to
in
Saudi
foreign
Arabia, and then went to Canada. So they're getting that money.
They're already in foreign markets.
They're getting that money. I don't knock them if they're getting that money.
Okay, and businesses are in business.
Business is business is booming.
We know that. That's not the problem.
Amen.
The problem is they shouldn't be on the women's evolution kick then. They shouldn't be on anti-bullying kick when their guys are bullying each other in the locker room. Yes or no?
Yeah, well, they shouldn't promote it. They shouldn't promote it.
All right.
If things like that are allowing.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the problem.
So then all you trying to say, then what you want them is to stop saying stop promoting the women's revolution.
Triple H had a BS remark saying that they're at the forefront of women's evolution in the world.
In the world?
That's what he said. Here, hold on. Where's my paper? Oh, it's somewhere in here. He said, we're in the forefront of women's evolution in the world, and we can't sit back and, expect change without doing anything or something stupid like that. Like, really? Is Saudi Arabia not in the world? So don't give me that BS and claim you're in the women's evolution in the world when you're allowing this to happen in Saudi Arabia. It's BS.
All right, I will agree with you on that.
That's the only problem.
I will agree with you with that, but I won't disagree. But I just won't get mad at them if they went to go get. I mean, if somebody's offering you that ridiculous amount of money,
you get it.
I'm going to take it. Like that. I'm sorry, but I do agree. I do agree.
That's
with you
the
with
argument.
That. Don't promote it. That I agree.
They should drop it.
That agree.
They should drop the
that I
evolution
agree.
kick because it's bullshit.
Because in a weird way, they're using it in an angle right now.
Yeah.
With Alexa and Nia. With the she's the bully, which is kind of weird.
The fat shaming,
right? The fat shaming turned into now I'm being bullied.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
If you're doing that, I can agree with you on that.
And it's complete BS.
But I'm not knocking them from getting the bag.
Right.
That I can't.
That's what
knock.
companies are in business.
That's what exactly.
We know that. In my personal opinion, this has all to do with the football league.
Oh, of course. That's what I said. Don't knock him to get the bag.
It has all to do with.
He probably wants players from there. He's looking for.
I don't think he wants players. He wants players. That money.
He wants future wrestlers there.
Yeah.
They're looking beyond. Right.
Let's have a final say in this. Boobs, you have the final say in this, dude. Go ahead.
You really want my opinion? I mean, it doesn't matter since I don't work for NBC.
Just go. We moved on from that.
You don't.
Go.
WWE sold out. They went back on a promise they made to a whole bunch of very talented women who busted their asses to get a main event status and get the right to call themselves WWE superstars. They went back on that promise for money. And it's something that if they do it once, they're going to do it again. So the next time they go to a country that doesn't want the women there, or doesn't want black people there, or doesn't want Canadians or Jews, or whatever, WWE is going to go ahead and do it so they can get money instead of taking the higher moral ground, which being a company like WWE and having a worldwide presence and making a statement with their actions and their motive to say, we believe in what we're doing. We believe that these women deserve to be there. They didn't. And yeah, they may have paid the women to sit home, but isn't that the same thing as anybody? They do that to wrestlers who, I don't want you to go work for the next company on the totem pole, so I'm just going to pay you to sit home for a year.
Yeah.
Use you. I'll pay you to sit home so you can't go do anything until we say you can. That's what it boils down to. It's outright segregation. It's prejudicial, it's discriminatory, and it's wrong. And shame on you. You should have this company's supposed to have high morals and stuff, and they don't.
Okay.
Time again. Enough said.
323-522-5582 at the PW247 on Twitter, Pro Wrestling 247 Facebook group. All right. Save me from this, boob. Let's do click or no click. All right, click or no click, of course, we all know what it is and how we get our news today. It's simple. Forget about the days of newspapers and our local newscasts from our local towns, our cities, our states. We read the headlines from our timelines, and we decide to click or don't click. All right, boobs, let's go to click or no click. First story, go ahead.
Gets heat with his comments about Saudi Arabia. of all.
Oh no, don't click.
Kane wins primary.
Kane wins primary. Yeah, let's click on that.
This is coming to us from Pro Wrestling Sheet. Ryan Satin is the name of the journalist. It says WWE star Kane, aka Glenn Jacobs, one step closer to becoming mayor today after reportedly winning the Republican primary in Knox County, Tennessee. And this is according to WATE.com, with all 89 precincts reported. Jacobs defeated Brad Andrews by 17 votes, landslide victory, with a total of 14,633 to 14,616 votes.
All right, cool. Would you vote for Glenn Jacobs? Would you vote for him, Glenn?
I can't vote. I don't know if I can vote for a guy that used to wrestle, man.
Why? Jesse Ventura did a great job in Minnesota, honestly.
Really?
He did.
You lived in Minnesota at that time?
Well, I didn't live there, but from what I've heard. Would you vote for him, Boobs?
Would I vote for Kane? I've heard him talk politically, so yeah, I think I would. I think he's got his head in the right place. I think so. Just because you see him on TV in a certain light doesn't mean that he's, you know what I mean? Outside the ring, they're totally different people.
Independent?
Right.
Is he a Republican, Democrat?
Yeah, he's conservative, dude.
Oh, he's conservative?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, 89% precincts were in, and he won by 17 votes, and the total vote tally is just over not even 30,000 people. So, I mean, it's no great big deal. I mean, so he's going to be the mayor of the city. Then he can go on, and after he's done, he can become, I don't know, start his own conspiracy theory show. Like,
all right, go ahead, go on.
Let's see. Up next, we have Balor on Gay Pride shirt.
No click. Vlad, you want to click or no click on that story?
They're probably gonna ask him why he didn't wear.
No, you don't click. Click or no click? Do you want
no click?
No click. All right, go ahead, Boobs.
I don't want to hear about it.
Ed Nordholm wasn't a fan until Impact.
Who?
A fan of what?
Wrestling?
Until Impact, yeah.
All right, click. I want to know what he's talking about.
Hey, of all days, from Doric Sam is the guy's name.
Go ahead.
It says Impact President Ed Nordholm was recently a guest on Killing the Town with Storm and Cyrus. During the interview, Nordholm revealed he wasn't a fan of professional wrestling prior to his company developing an interest in Impact Wrestling.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. Big problem. That's a big problem.
That's a huge problem. Maybe we shouldn't have clicked on it. That's not something you want to advertise there, Ed.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ.
Says, this is Nordholm. He says, I have to admit, I wasn't a pro wrestling fan before. The last time I saw pro wrestling before I got involved with Impact Wrestling and Anthem was when I was around 6 or 7 years old.
Oh, my God.
That's a problem.
Oh, my God. How old is this guy?
That's a huge problem.
Listen, 6 or 7 years old to see Gene Kaninsky.
Wow.
He goes on to say, it's not something that stayed with me throughout my life until Fight Network started to show interest in Impact Wrestling. And when we got deeper into it, it got necessary for me to be more involved. As you know, last year, towards the end of 2016, we made the decision that the only way to be involved in the company at all was to be involved fully and insert me into the executive role. So the president of Impact is not even a...
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did you hear that last comment? Say that last comment.
Say that again, yeah.
He said the only way to be involved in the company at all was to be involved fully and insert me into the executive role.
Yeah, he just basically said, I just wanted power.
That is a problem.
Insert me in the executive role. That's the... Come on.
That is not good. Oh, my God.
Okay, so if it goes to crap, we're gonna blame you for it.
Yeah, he will be the sole person.
Yeah, he wants all the praise and all the criticism. Then
Era's Dixie Carter or Jeff Jarrett.
All right, go ahead, dude.
So the next one up is Impact related also here. Santino, as in Santino Marella, thinks Impact is having a legendary moment.
No click for me.
Wait, it's heading to a legendary moment? Oh, come on, let's click it.
All right, go ahead, click.
Tina's quote here, and yeah, I did say Santina. This is from Brandon Stroud of Uproxx. Very popular website there. Santina says, I tell you what, Impact Wrestling, this is such an interesting phenomenon because they have different incarnations. TNA, Impact Wrestling. Sometimes there's somebody new at the helm, and then people wonder, how is this going to turn out? And sometimes, it's kind of the same thing. They're shuffling old guys, whatever. And it hasn't really connected in the past in terms of that renaissance. But this one here, there's a different feeling. Again, Scott at the helm and Don, there's real change. It was getting a reputation in the past of being, oh, they're just recycling old.
All right.
You know, hand-me-downs, and that was the reputation they had for a while.
All right. Who said click on this? Did you say
It's my bad. It's my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm about to
Tino's just talking right now. I'm thinking he's going to tell me who the legend is. Jeez, I'm going to have to die to be fucking, meet up with the legend. Jeez, let's go.
And is that they're now, instead of going back and getting the ex-WWE superstars, they're bringing in talent that people haven't seen before, don't know a lot about, and giving them the opportunity now.
They've been doing that.
They are doing that. Yeah, they are doing that. But they've been doing that.
They've been doing that, though.
I don't know. I guess he's schlepping for the company now.
Yeah, who knows? He's looking for a job. I think that's what.
He didn't get invited to the greatest Royal Rumble. So.
The grr. All right. At the PW247. At the PW2, whatever. What am I saying?
What?
323-522-5582 is the telephone number. 323-522-5582. All right, Boobs. SmackDown, Monday Night Raw, over for the week. Tell us about it.
It really, that Monday Night Raw really was an utter waste of time for anybody. I mean, this is a go-home show for Backlash. But it seemed...
That's right. By the way, Backlash, I didn't even know it was happening. I swear to you, as the day is long, I didn't even know it was coming
Monday
up.
Must be good in that company for you to have WrestleMania.
Dude.
A big live house show in the Saudi Arabia, and then the following week, you're having a pay-per-view with both brands doing the dual brand pay-per-view. Come on, man.
It seems very lazy, too.
I don't know if it seems very lazy
I don't know what's going on
or these guys, they're risking injuries with these guys.
Now, let me ask you this.
It's a little too much.
Let me ask you this before you get into it, Boobs and Vlad. What the storylines? Now, I know what they are, but I'm not interested in Backlash.
No, here's what I don't understand. Is that there's a lot of matches for Backlash that are brand related, but certain members of the brand are not there. I don't understand the Samoa Joe Roman Reigns.
What exactly?
I can understand when Samoa Joe came out, called out Reigns. He was part of Raw.
Yeah.
You already said that the match is going to happen.
Yeah.
Have us all thinking, okay, Roman's going to win the title, and then there's probably going to be a universal title match.
Yeah.
That didn't happen, but yet he's still eyeing Roman's matches. Still talking about Roman, but they're not in the same brand.
It makes no sense. Damn sense.
Makes no sense.
I don't even know. Is this going to be like 5 hours too?
No, I hope not. It's probably going to be 4 hours.
Dude, I tell you.
Going forward, all the pay-per-views are going to be 4.
Oh, then you can count me out.
Wait. Is it 4 hours for the?
My bad. Go ahead.
Is it 4 hours for like the small ones and 5 hours for the major ones, the big 4?
I'm out.
6 hours.
No. It was 5. It was 5.
Even with the damn pre-shows.
Yeah. No. With the pre-show, that's 7. That's 7 hours.
Okay, then you got to count.
No. The main. You
got to count that.
The main show. Okay, but then if we count every pre-show kickoff show, then it's gonna be the top 4.
I'm out.
I think Rumble's the only one that didn't go 5 hours.
I'm like Kramer. I'm out.
SummerSlam's probably gonna be 5 hours. Survivor Series probably gonna be 5 hours. It's in LA.
Don't look at me.
I had to take a break during the GER.
As far as Raw went, though, the one thing that really stuck out for Raw, really, you give Braun Strowman a victory in a Royal Rumble match, and the payoff is generally a guaranteed title shot at the next big pay-per-view event.
I think
why doesn't he get the pay-per-view?
Yeah, but this wasn't. This wasn't the Royal Rumble.
No. I agree with Boobs in the simple fact that it seems now that they're totally shifting away of giving Roman the title, and maybe the matchup that it's gonna be Braun versus Brock, and Brock drops the title to Braun, because even in their 2 encounters in the matches that they've had, Braun's looked like he's looked good against Brock. He's looked strong against Brock. Like Brock, that one-on-one match, which should have been a better match than it was, Braun was really getting over on Brock. Brock had to survive. So I think they're pushing. I think because the fans like Braun, I think they're gonna start pushing Braun more. I think that's why you're gonna see Braun with the title soon.
Go ahead, Boobs.
For Joe cutting his last promo on Raw, it was solid. He came out and he showed that Samoa Joe can really cut a great promo when he's given the opportunity to. The promo he cut on Roman was great. It's just it's a shame that Joe is his last match for, as you know, the Raw brand, or however you want to look at it, before he actually goes to SmackDown, is against Roman Reigns. You have a guy that got over of his own ilk, and a guy that you can't feed us with a shovel and make us, take Roman Reigns.
All right.
I think Joe's going to win this match.
All right. Who cares? Go ahead.
Match is going to be I think it's going to be a good match because Roman is really coming along.
Yep.
In his abilities in the ring. Every match he gets better and better. Yep. I'm not going to knock Roman Reigns anymore. I'm not on his bandwagon, but I see improvement, and that's what you got to see. It's that.
All right, go ahead, Boobs. We don't have a lot of time. Go.
Rollins. Monday Night Rollins rules the roost over there. That main event was off the...
Well, he has to because Brock Lesnar isn't there. He has to. They have to elevate that secondary title, right?
The secondary title is going to be the main title that's defended.
Because Brock isn't showing up unless he gets $125,000 a match.
But, okay, I'm sorry, unless you guys have probably touched on this. Look, does anybody know the details of Brock's contract? Like, why is he still got the title?
Go ahead.
I heard that Brock is getting $92,000 for an appearance. And
so stupid, right? Get that money, right?
Get that back,
girl.
Get that back, yo. If he gets 90, wait a minute. You said 92,000 and a Raw appearance?
That's an appearance
for Raw,
where he don't even talk.
For Raw,
Paul Heyman does.
So he gets paid $90,000 just to show up.
No, we don't know.
No. That's the speculation, right? Go ahead. So what do you think he got paid for that match in Saudi Arabia?
For wrestling a match. And
he got
on
$2
top
million.
of that, he still gets to go work for UFC.
No, I guarantee.
He still gets to go to UFC.
Nick, no.
The only thing in my head that I can think makes sense is that he shows up in UFC.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Universal belt and wins a UFC title.
And Triple H.
To legitimize that Universal title here.
Yeah, I don't put that past Vince's idea. I think that's exactly what Vince is looking
I think
at.
Brock, Cena, Triple H, and Taker all got $1 million just to fight at Gur.
Yeah. You're right. And Vince got money too.
Oh,
Vince probably.
Vince was putting everything.
He was putting money in his socks.
He was putting money in his socks. Did you see that walk when he was walking down? When he was giving Braun the title? Man, that was the biggest Kool-Aid smile you ever seen Vince had, man. He hadn't had a smile like that since he told JR to kiss his ass.
By the way, JR looked awful.
Well, the Bell's palsy, baby.
Yeah, he looked terrible. All right, Boobs, I'm sorry. Go ahead, dude. We don't have a lot of time. Go ahead.
The one big thing coming out here involves the women. Alexa Bliss and her promos about bullying are awesome. Those are classic vignettes. I love them. Keep them coming. And SmackDown was pretty much the same stuff. There was really no build toward the pay-per-view. Everything's put in place. Shinsuke Nakamura proved that he learned how to do a Dusty Rhodes forearm on multiple. And one of my things is why I know Charlotte is destined to tie Trish as the most decorated woman in WWE wrestling with a 7th title run. I know she's destined to it, but why worry about Carmella right now, Charlotte? Move on, Do something for Absolution, the now defunct Absolution, and help get those girls over. Do something with me.
He might be. You know what? I kind of agree with you on this one because I'm trying to figure out. Did they do that just for the shock? Just for the shock value.
Shock value.
Just to have her lose the title the day the SmackDown after WrestleMania, so that the first Money in the Bank women's winner is not like what's his name, the guys that failed.
What?
Damien, like Sandow and Cena, because she would have been the first person. She's the first woman to ever win Money in the Bank. So she would have been the first one to cash it in. You don't want to be the first one to try to cash it in and don't cash it in. So
to be honest, fellas,
I don't know. So then Carmella's first defense is against Charlotte.
To be honest, fellas,
you don't care.
I don't give a crap.
I don't know if you want to have Carmella lose and lose the title in her first defense.
Go ahead, boobs. I don't care.
Move on and become a slimy heel and, escape by the skin of her teeth with the title, but like Alexa did when she first got the...
Okay, go ahead. I don't care. Grr.
They are doing everything right with the cash right now. They had him bring out a midget dressed as Daniel Bryan.
Hey, little person.
All right, go ahead.
Cass is really progressing on the mic. I really like, and Vlad, I want your thought on this. The fact
he just walked out.
Pompous New Yorker, we're better than you because I'm better than you because I'm from New York and blah, blah, blah. He's really learning how to give a good promo, and the way they're building him and putting him in there with Daniel Bryan is brilliant because he's a great in-ring technician to help him.
He needs great short people. That's what he needs. Enzo's gone, so he needed Daniel.
You're such an idiot. Get out of here. You're a moron. What are you working on, by the way? What's going on? The game.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. Is that it, boobs?
The thing with Braun Strowman and him not getting anything blows my mind other than a title belt and some weird-looking trophy. That's weird. But all in all, these shows for go-home shows were horrible. They were C at best. And we're talking about C shows going into a C pay-per-view. Backlash used to be like the rematches from Mania.
Right, yeah.
And now this is just like, okay, well, Joe, you were in this match at Mania, and Roman was facing Brock and lost, and this happened, but we're going to put you two in a match together at this pay-per-view just so we have, doesn't want to work, and we don't have $500,000 we want to pay him. By the way, Bobby Lashley looked horrible. I'm sorry. He looked absolutely terrible in the ring. I don't get it. I know he's better than what he looked. He looked terrible.
Joseph Palumbo, good. He liked Roman Reigns winning at the end of the six-man tag with Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman against Jinder Mahal, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley, next Raw Tag Team Champions. What he's saying. JP on the Facebook group. I'm with you. Lashley does look a little uncomfortable in the WWE ring for the moment. It's like he's still feeling his way back into the WWE mode or the entertainment mode that WWE offers for wrestling. Where in Impact he was a major character, and he stood out and pretty much did what he wanted to do there. Here in the WWE, he doesn't stand out at all. So I'm thinking he's still finding that footing and where he stands within the company. And in all honesty, if you really want to know my opinion on Bobby Lashley, I don't see him staying. I don't see him sticking around, either by the WWE's doing or on his own. But when I think Bobby Lashley, I don't think WWE. I don't see WWE, and I certainly don't want him working for WWE. I want him back in Impact, honestly.
Possibly be working base with Bellator also, and Brock Lesnar can work with UFC, but I can't go work an MMA fight at Bellator.
it would, and I hope that isn't the case. I hope he worked that in his contract because that would be.
Bellator. He left Bellator to go to WWE. He could have signed Bellator, and he told him no. He went to WWE for the money. He got paid.
Yeah, there you go. Get that money, right, Vlad? 323-522-5582 is the telephone number. 323-522-5582 at the PW247 on Twitter, Facebook. It is ProWrestling247.com. Redemption for Impact was also this past week, wasn't it? Redemption. So we'll save that off for. Shoot, it was a good show. I want to get to it now, but we are desperately running out of time. Yeah, but it's gonna be way too late to be talking about it then. Phoenix is injured. Of course, Pentagon Jr. is the new Impact World Champion. What they doing with Eddie Edwards? Look, Impact Wrestling, we talked about it with... no, I'm seriously. Seriously. What's his name? Bubba Ray, Bully Ray, Matt Hardy. They all went there to revitalize their careers as single wrestlers. Eddie Edwards has done the same exact thing. It's like Impact is breeding these guys to become superstars.
You be then, right?
Eddie looks fan-freaking-tastic. Only thing I would say for Eddie is to grow like a mustache because he has too much of a baby face. But he's one hell of a singles competitor. He's one hell of a character on Impact Wrestling. And this Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards feud is damn feud of the year material. It's damn feud of the year material if Cody and Omega don't ruin it with all the, the high school popular vote that the wrestling fans have, you know what I'm saying?
At ROH, and they put on a damn good match.
Oh, yeah.
That card was the damn card was stacked from top.
It's too damn long, too.
Yeah. Had that match, I mean, it was a great match. I've never seen Kenny Omega wrestle live. And I had my particulars about Omega, because he had that thing where he wrestled the kid and stuff. But damn, he's good.
Yeah. The Kid Ref was at Redemption. He's Kid Ref is now a member of the Impact. Yeah, the 1-2 Kid Ref. We got to try to get Kid Ref on. I'm gonna ask to get the Kid Ref on. Find out who he is, what's he's about. Find out how old he is, first of all. Kid Ref. Scott Steiner did a Frankensteiner off the top rope at Redemption. That was pretty dope. What else happened at Redemption? Yeah. He looked pretty good, though, honestly.
A genetic freak, as he likes to say.
Yeah.
Remember Terry Funk used to call himself middle-aged crazy?
Yeah.
That's Scott Steiner now, middle-aged and crazy.
I'm trying to think of what else happened at Redemption real quick. Yeah, I already mentioned that. I know that's... I don't know what that means, honestly.
I have my opinion on certain things, Nick, and for me it was like a hot shot move, you know what I mean? Like, let's bring some eyes to the product. We're going to flip our title into a guy who doesn't work for our company.
I know.
That shot maneuver. And I hope it doesn't turn around to bite him in the ass. Because it just might. If that brings some of those Lucha fans to the product and they're getting those 300,000 Lucha fan eyes on their product every week, and all of a sudden, here Pentagon is no longer champion, those people, they're going to go where their wrestler goes. You know what I mean?
No, I completely understand. I hope it doesn't either. But Impact does look good. I will give you that. Redemption was a hell of a buy. It was good. I believe they're still running it. So if you haven't seen it, or go online, whatever you got to do to watch it. It was good. Impact, of course, on Pop TV, WWE, USA, and WWE Network. All right, no, that's going to do it for us, Ivanito. What are you doing, by the way?
What was that? Hurt.
Huh?
My arm was hurt.
All right. That's going to do it for us. You can find the boobs at the HB3 247, correct? On Twitter. I'm BXB Nick on Twitter. Thanks to Vlad for coming in, NBC Sports Radio. Editor, you can find the show at the PW247. Telephone number all week long is 323-522-5582. Facebook is the wrestling group. Thanks to you guys for watching us. Hey, look, I'm going to wave at you guys there. Hey, what's up? Hey, Bob, Robert, all you guys. John, what up, dude? All right. That'll do it. You done? Peace? Anything else, Boobs? Oh, yeah, you gotta, what's his name? Adam Bueller?
Invited to the last four King of the Death matches out in California. He's from the East Coast here. And right before Mania, Adam noticed a lump on his side and his glands started to swell. And he's been diagnosed with lymphomic cancer. And Adam is now, this guy has wrestled on tacks and glass and barbed wire and what have you. And he's now facing the toughest opponent he's ever had, man. He's undergone chemo, and he's got an aggressive form of lymphomic cancer. So everyone, Nick, me, Ivanito, we all send our best out to Adam Buell, folks. Look him up on Facebook. Send him well wishes. He needs all the encouragement he can get. And this guy is he's barely 30 years old. He's a young guy. So, wish you the best, Adam. God bless.
All right, Boobs. Thanks. And all prayers go to Adam Buell. We're thinking of you, dude. And I don't know. It's tough. We're thinking of you, bro. All right. That's going to do it for us here on the program. Nick Anthony, Harry the Boobs, Bob. Thanks for listening, everybody. Peace.